Would you like to hear my song? I'm afraid it's rather long. Of the famous sound of Richmond double trouble, of the half a dozen trips and the half a dozen slips, and the very latest bursting of the bubble. It is pretty hard to sing, and like a round ring, 'tis a terrible naughty puzzle to unravel. Though all the papers swore when we hit Virginia shore that Richmond was a hard road to travel. Then I took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves, for Richmond is a hard road to travel. Took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves, for Richmond is a hard road to travel, I believe. First McDowell, Bold and Gray, set forth the shortest way by Manassas in the pleasant summer weather, but unfortunately ran on a Stonewall foolish man and had a rocky journey altogether. And he found it rather hard to ride over Beauregard, and Johnston proved the deuce of a brother. It was clear beyond a doubt that he didn't like the route, and a second time would have to try another. Then I took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves. Manassas is a hard road to travel. Manassas gave us fits and Bull Run made us grieve, for Richmond is a hard road to travel, I believe. Then came the woolly horse with his overwhelming force to march down to Richmond by the valley. But he couldn't find the road, and his onward movement showed his campaigning was a mere shimmy-shally. And Commissary Banks with his motley foreign ranks kicked up a great noise, fuss and fury, lost the whole of his supplies, and with tears in his eyes from Stonewall ran away in a hurry. Then I took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves. The valley is a hard road to travel. The valley wouldn't do, and we all had to leave, for Richmond is a hard road to travel, I believe. Then McClellan followed soon with spade and balloon to try the peninsular approaches, but one and all agreed that his very fastest speed was no faster than the slowest of slow coaches. Instead of easy ground at Williamsburg he found a long street, and indeed nothing shorter. It put him in the dumps that his spades weren't trumps, and the hills he couldn't level like he oughter. Then I took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves, for Longstreet is a hard road to travel. Lay down the shovel and throw away the spade, for Richmond is a hard road to travel, I'm afraid. Then Lincoln said to Pope, you can make the trip I hope, and save the universal Yankee nation. To make sure of no defeat, I'll leave no lines of retreat, then I'll issue a famous proclamation. But that same dreaded Jackson, the fellow got his wax on, and made him by compulsion a seceder. Pope took rapid flight from Manassas, second flight was his very last appearance as a leader. Then I took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves, for Stonewall is a hard road to travel. Pope did his very best, but was evidently so, for Richmond is a hard road to travel, I am told. Last at all, Burnside with his pontoon bridges tried a route no one had thought of before him, with 200,000 men for the rebel slaughter pen, and the blessed Union flag a-waving o'er him. But he met a fire of hell, of canister and shell, it mowed down his men with great slaughter. What a shocking sight to view, that second Waterloo, and the river ran with more blood than water. Then I took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves, for Appomattox is a hard road to travel. Burnside got in a trap which caused for him to grieve, for Richmond is a hard road to travel, I believe. We are very much perplexed to know who is the next to command the new Richmond expedition, for the capital must blaze, and that in 90 days Jeff and his men set to petition. We will take the cursed town, and then we'll burn it down. We will plunder and hang each cursed rebel, for the contraband was right when they said that they would fight them rebels, they will fight like the devil. Then I took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves, for Richmond is a hard road to travel. Took off my overcoat and rolled up my sleeves, for Richmond is a hard road to travel, I believe.